swear to God, it's ass everywhere.
That shit is like an African chant.
Ain't no more team.
What the fuck is Puffy doing? I'm gonna have a drink to forget about this shit.
I ain't never made a fucking call, made a call to Diddy, really? I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened.
50 Cent and Eminem have a very dangerous beef with P Diddy, and many people believe that 50 Cent and Eminem are responsible for damaging P Diddy's career.
And I was like, yo, this guy, he was putting out mixtapes, it seemed like every single week there was another mixtape. He was taking other people's beats and he was destroying them, right?
But this is not correct. For decades, Sean Diddy Combs stood as one of the most influential figures in the music industry. His reach extended beyond music into fashion, alcohol brands, television, and media platforms. He had the power to create careers, control narratives, and shape public perception. Because of that influence, challenging him openly was rare. Part of Diddy's public image was built around exclusivity and access. His private parties became legendary within the industry, events where power, status, and proximity mattered. But both 50 Cent and Eminem were known to keep their distance from that environment. They did not participate in those social circles, and over the years, both artists publicly and privately rejected invitations or associations tied to those gatherings.
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. They can hug you from the front and the back at the same time.
I ain't never made a fucking call, made a call to Diddy, really? I got Diddy's number, just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened.
This separation was not framed as conflict at the time. It was simply distance. As more information began surfacing years later, those parties were no longer viewed only as symbols of excess or celebrity culture. They became part of broader discussions within legal filings and investigations. Certain details, including repeated references to controlled environments, substances, and ritualized behavior, entered the public record. Among those details was the mention of baby oil, an element that later became widely discussed after appearing in official contexts. As Diddy was enjoying the parties, both 50 Cent and Eminem were making their preparations done for exposing him. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is not just a rapper, he's a cultural force whose career has spanned music, business, and controversy. Born in 1975, 50 Cent rose to fame with his 2003 smash hit In Da Club, establishing himself as a powerhouse in the hip-hop world. From the early days, he navigated the industry with a sharp business mind, working with and sometimes against key figures in rap. One of the most defining and long-lasting aspects of his career has been his feud with Sean Diddy Combs, a rivalry that has persisted for almost 2 decades. 50 Cent first crossed paths with Diddy in the late 1990s when both were ascending in the hip-hop industry. He ghost-wrote on Combs' 2001 hit Let's Get It and had connections with Jennifer Lopez, who encouraged collaboration between the two. Despite these professional interactions, 50 Cent always described his relationship with Combs as strictly business, not friendship.
I haven't had issues with Puffy. I don't like him like that. Like, I don't like things that he would do
Right.
and make me uncomfortable.
So we're speaking on Diddy. We're speaking on Puff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't have that thing where, we ain't had no thing. I wasn't sending nothing at him. Like, if it was on the street side like that, we would be actively doing things to each other.
Right.
And we wasn't doing it.
He admitted he didn't ever party or hang out with Diddy, viewing him more as a business person who sometimes took credit for others' work.
That's why I don't be going to them puffy parties. They can hug you from the front and the back at the same time.
The feud officially began in 2006 when 50 Cent released the diss track The Bomb, in which he accused Diddy of having some involvement in the 1997 murder of Notorious B.I.G. The lyrics explicitly questioned Diddy's role with lines such as, "Who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get M, man. Puffy know who hit that N."
Who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get them, they gon' kill us all. Man, Puffy know who hit that nigga, man, that nigga saw.
Diddy has repeatedly denied these allegations, as well as claims linking him to Tupac Shakur's death.
Oh wait, maybe I said that shit about Puffy because he got Tupac killed.
Their rivalry was further fueled by their business dealings. Diddy became the face of Ciroc Vodka in 2007, while 50 Cent partnered with Effin Vodka in 2016. Although he sold his shares a year later for $60 million, $50 Cent frequently compared the two brands, criticizing Ciroc as inferior and pointing to his own vodka as the right way to distill, less sugary and superior in quality. On a personal level, 50 Cent revealed moments of discomfort around Diddy, citing an incident where Diddy offered to take him shopping. 50 described it as weird and said it shaped his decision to avoid social interactions with the rapper, reinforcing his sense that Combs consistently maintained distance, never attending parties alleged to involve questionable activity, including those later tied to serious accusations against Diddy. The feud took a dramatic turn in 2024 when Combs' home was raided by the Department of Homeland Security amid allegations of sexual abuse and trafficking. 50 Cent publicly claimed that he had suspected Diddy's alleged misconduct for years. Following Diddy's arrest in September 2024, 50 Cent took his feud a step further, producing a Netflix documentary titled Sean Combs: The Reckoning, which premiered on December 2, 2025. The documentary features exclusive interviews with alleged victims, associates, and investigators, as well as footage of Diddy in the days leading up to his arrest.
Have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
Puffy, Puff Daddy.
50 Cent explained his motivation for producing the documentary: to give a voice to the voiceless and present authentic and nuanced perspectives. He emphasized that his commentary wasn't snitching, but a matter of principle, highlighting the uncomfortable energy he had always felt around Diddy and his parties. Through this project, 50 Cent reinforced that his feud with Diddy was both personal and professional, a mixture of industry rivalry, ethical stance, and decades-long tension. In interviews, 50 Cent has framed his criticisms as consistent with his own values, explaining that he avoids situations and individuals that make him uncomfortable. From the diss track that ignited their feud to the Netflix documentary that reignited headlines in 2025, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson has consistently shaped the narrative on his terms, blending music, business acumen, and personal accountability into one of hip-hop's most enduring stories. From the very beginning, Eminem didn't play by the rules of the hip-hop elite. While Diddy was building his empire, rubbing shoulders with politicians, billionaires, and every superstar in the game, Marshall Mathers kept his distance. Not in the 90s, not in the 2000s, and not ever. Where 50 Cent once rolled with Diddy before their paths split, Eminem refused to step into that world. No flashy parties, no power plays, no handshakes with the moguls of the industry. He wanted nothing to do with it. His focus was sharp, perfecting his craft, telling his story, and carving his own lane away from the glitz and politics of Bad Boy Records. Even before Eminem became a household name, he wasn't afraid to throw jabs at the biggest players in hip-hop. Back in 1996, on one of his underground tracks, Marshall had already taken a subtle shot at Diddy.
Original bad boy on the case, covered your face, came into place, blowed and sprayed Puffy with mace.
It wasn't loud, it wasn't mainstream, but it sent a message. Eminem wasn't intimidated by power or influence. At the time, Diddy was sitting at the top of the industry throne. Bad Boy Records was the label everyone dreamed of, a golden ticket to fame and fortune. But Eminem, he had other plans. He chose Aftermath Records, teamed up with Dr. Dre, and set out to make history on his own terms. That early diss wasn't just about Diddy, it was a warning. If Eminem could take on someone as untouchable as Diddy in the underground scene, he could stand his ground against anyone. His fearlessness would soon become legendary, especially when facing other industry giants like Suge Knight. Before Eminem ever truly clashed with Diddy, he faced one of hip-hop's most feared figures, Suge Knight, the man behind Death Row Records, home to Tupac, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre. Ruled with fear, intimidation, and pure street power. Most artists would have run, but not Eminem. On the set of 50 Cent's In Da Club video, Suge showed up with a crew of gangsters, flexing his reputation. Chaos erupted, people scattered, but Eminem, he didn't flinch. He walked straight up, faced Suge and his men, and stood his ground. No hiding. No hesitation, just pure defiance.
They was not scared of Suge Knight. They was terrified of Suge Knight.
Right.
I mean, terrified.
I know.
No, to death.
To death. Wow.
Okay, I'm not talking, I mean, so I'm at the Vibe Awards.
Facts.
And this nigga walk in. This is the first time I'm with my wife, right? Suge Knight walk in. He just walked in, bro.
That moment revealed everything about Marshall's mindset. Fear was never part of the equation. If he could stare down Suge Knight, one of the most dangerous men in hip-hop history, then Diddy, despite all his power and influence, was never going to intimidate him. Eminem had already proven he played by his own rules. By 2000, Eminem wasn't just making waves, he was sending direct shots at hip-hop's elite. On the Marshall Mathers LP, he took aim at Diddy, weaving sharp, unforgettable lines into his tracks. Some were bold punches, others darkly provocative, even mentioning Diddy's then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, in lyrics that made listeners cringe and gasp.
Is it because you love me that y'all expect so much of me? You little groupie bitch, get off me, go fuck Puffy.
Despite the heat, Diddy stayed silent, never firing back. Both men were busy running empires, Marshall crafting multi-platinum albums under Dr. Dre's guidance, and Diddy expanding Bad Boy Records, shifting from Puff Daddy to P Diddy. Their worlds barely collided outside award shows, like the tense 2003 Grammy moment where Diddy handed Eminem the award for Best Rap Album.
Woo! This is a tight one, and the winner is Eminem, the Eminem Show. Yes, sir.
Eminem's story with Diddy isn't just about diss tracks, it's intertwined with 50 Cent. In the early 2000s, Diddy passed on signing 50 because of street conflicts, leaving the rising rapper to join Eminem and Dr. Dre instead. That decision changed hip-hop history, turning 50 Cent into a superstar under Eminem's wing and creating a silent tension point between Marshall and Diddy. Years later, the stakes got darker. A 2015 documentary claimed Diddy ordered Tupac's murder.
He knew Pac was about to deal with, yeah. He was there to see it. He was there to see it. He wasn't only there to see Big them when Jimmy Hitchman told him that. He was there to see what's going to happen to Pac.
Claim that reignited old rumors. 50 Cent immediately amplified the theory online, and Eminem's subtle nods in interviews and lyrics made fans question where he stood.
I told you you can't trust these niggas. Now Puffy done killed Tupac, man.
Even in tracks like Killshot, Eminem couldn't resist a line that teased Diddy, blending humor with the weight of unsolved mysteries.
Pops pills and tells him he's got skills, but Kel's the day you put out a hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out, they got Pac kill, ah?
Through it all, Eminem's loyalty to 50 and his fearless approach made it clear. He wasn't afraid to call out giants, whether in the industry or in the shadows of hip-hop history. By 2023, Eminem didn't hold back, riding the wave of scandals hitting Diddy, from abuse allegations to Keffi D's explosive claims about Tupac. Marshall dropped The Death of Slim Shady, an album where Diddy was in his crosshairs like never before. Tracks like Bad One and Antichrist dive into the darkest corners of Diddy's reputation, from infamous parties to Cassie's harrowing story, painting a shocking picture. But the most brutal comes in Fuel, where Eminem uses wordplay to hint at rap, sexual assault, and unsolved murders, mixing truth, rumor, and lyrical fire in one relentless assault.
Like an R-A-P-E-R, got so many essays. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep.
The most dramatic chapter came in 2023. Diddy faced multiple sexual assault and abuse allegations, with Cassie, his longtime ex, detailing years of mistreatment.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio.
Meanwhile, Keef D surfaced, claiming Diddy once asked him to help take out Tupac. Suddenly, past suspicions collided with present scandals and the internet erupted. Eminem didn't hold back. He released The Death of Slim Shady, going harder than ever, tackling Diddy's alleged parties, past controversies, and even hinting at the Tupac and Biggie tragedies. Tracks like Fuel and Antichrist left no room for doubt. Marshall was calling out industry power players without fear. Through decades of tension, from underground shots in the 90s to multi-platinum diss tracks, one thing stands clear: Eminem has never shied away from confronting the giants of hip-hop. His fearless approach, relentless lyrics, and strategic distance make this saga unforgettable. If you want to see the full timeline of Eminem versus Diddy, from subtle jabs to explosive diss tracks, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Don't miss the next video where we break down 50 Cent, Diddy, and the hidden stories of hip-hop's most dangerous rivalries.